No tak jo, borci, no tak jo, borky, my se vracíme zpátky do Hogwarts Legacy, budeme hrát tady za Kubovou holku z Havraspáru, která je level 32, už jenom o 2 levely menší než moje hlavní postava, se kterou jsem procházel tuhle hru poprvé, a to jsme ještě nebyli vůbec ve spodní oblasti a nemáme ji vůbec prohledanou. Každopádně máme si tady promluvit s nově příchozím strážcem v mapové komnatě a trošku se posunout zase v příběhu a dostat se do dalšího aktu, nejspíš, pánové a dámy. Docela se na to těším. Umíme všechny kouzla, kromě jednoho posledního, asi víte jaký, takový ty zelený blesky.
I am. Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
OK. Tak co jsme našli? Co jsme zjistili? Jenom 5 hlavních kšeftů do konce hry. OK. Máme všechny 4 strážce. Co teď? Nový úkol. Stínu hory. Naučíme se bombarda. A to už umíme. Domluv si s Naty. Sejdeme se v zapovězeném lese. Jdeme za Popy. Jdeme tady třeba za Popy. To čeká někde tady.
I shouldn't.
Profesorka Weasleyová nám píše.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
Co to bylo? Proč to přesvědčilo?
Saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside.
Aha, něco se děje.
As soon as you can.
Tauři.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Najdi mě, až to zvládneš.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Zase si válíš kule doma, jo, dneska jo, no. Čau, Tome. Dneska a zítra jo, no. A ještě v pondělí a jdu až v úterý ve 12.
What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Máš pohodu? Mám dneska, teď jo, no. Teď přes ty Vánoce budu mít dobrou pohodu. Jo, mám jít? Okay, kde to jsme? Už tady jsou nový, který jsem ještě neudělal. Tady už jsem nedělal všechny, doprčit. To by bylo spoustu nových challengí. Já nevím, co mám dělat. Musím jenom pokecali a to bylo vše. si znaty před prasinkami. Chodím, budu kulhat po doktorech. Co se ti stalo, Tome? Co se ti stalo? A už vidím aspoň značku, kam letíme. Prasinky, zajímavý město. Tak, kluci, holky. Jdeme válečunky.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there.
Úterý jsem byl na chirurgii, tak ti dělali na nose zarostlý nehed, dostal si 2 stehy a zasekl hadů. To je nepříjemný, taky si potřebuji ostříhat nechty na nohou. Nějak se k tomu nemůžu dokopat, už 3 dny si to říkám. Půjdu do sprchy dneska, tak si je ostříhám konečně. Si to taky pár dní říkám.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mluv si s Agabusem, Daisy a Otem. OK, máme si promluvit se 3 lidma. Cody, čau, jak to, že nejsi v práci. Vybírám dovolenou ještě, co mám na tenhle rok. Vybírám dovolenou, Cody. Před hodinou si kulhal do zásilkovny. Já taky čekám, až mi přijde instinkt.
I should check that.
Please tell
Ale
me.
o to máme.
But perhaps it's been here all.
Mr. Dibble.
Byla reklama, si doma nějak moc často?
It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him.
Kdy býváš v práci? Pondělí až čtvrtek.
Please.
Pondělí až čtvrtek, ale dneska mám dovolenou.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted.
Dneska je čtvrtek, jo, já mám ještě dovolenou, no, právě vybírám.
Came into the shop. I had the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check.
Myslím, že ještě objednám Godlike před Vánoce. Jaký Godlike? Jo, vím, vyskakuje na mě reklama. Vím, co to je, no, já teď kupuju ten instinkt.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill.
To mě mít takovýho času si radši vezmu druhou práci.
We've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her.
Chváletku doma.
On certain terms that my relationship
Streamování je moje druhá práce. Taková moje brigáda.
upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to
Ale
do?
to byste museli kupovat suby.
So quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his request.
Nebaví čučet jak ty tabletky, tak si to zamíchám a vypiju. Co ty tabletky? Jo, jasně. Rozumím, no, Tome.
I could never live without Rosie.
Kolik to stojí? A jak dlouho to vydrží?
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
To jsem ještě neskoušel, ten Godlike.
In Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory.
Někde vypomáhat i třeba v obchodě. Zamyslím se nad tím, no. Že bych si od nového roku našel novou brigádu a přestal streamovat.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other 2 friends.
Chcete konec mých streamů?
Mrs. Rabe should be near.
Oh, Isco.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna.
500 korun, má tam dávek minimálně na měsíc, já už mám 3 měsíce. Aha,
What
aha.
do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is
Jsem
helpful.
měsíc doma a minimálně 40 dní doma ještě budeš, ty kráso, a to tam seš ty práci pár dní, pár měsíců, aby tě nevyhodili, hned tak se vrátíš. Víš, hned tak se vrátíš z nemocenský, aby tě nevyhodili.
You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Nedalo se nic dělat. Takový experty u nás vyhazujeme hned. A co děláš za práci, Cody, jestli se můžu zeptat? Co děláš za práci?
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against
práci,
Harlow for an act of violence committed against me.
Pod tím nevím, co si mám představit. To může být cokoliv.
And so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Natty. Ne. Dobré, dobré. Kde je Natty?
Like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
The Hog's Head. Ve městě. Jistě, tady lítáme sem a tam. Tohle aspoň. Která nám stejně nic nedá.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Les. Dostanu ven.
Revelio.
Cinkání. Někde. Vůbec stránka. Tušila. Já to tušila. Jdi na ty poblíž hostince, ale já ji to nevidím. Dát její
Matty's
hůlku.
wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Jo.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Matty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quick.
Okay, jdeme do úkrytu.
Footprints led to this room. Must be another one.
Děkuji boudásku za follow. Díky, díky. Vítej. Já jsem Kuba. To je můj dlouhý stream. Několika denní. Jenom nevím, co tady mám dělat. No to bych uměl, ale... Ta bombarda. Dobré. Takže teď by se to mohlo otevřít, ne?
A hidden door.
Dobré.
Matty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Dobré, ji vzali tudy.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Tady jsou schody. Dobrý den. Bombarda. Teraz černokněžníky.
You'll be sorry you did that.
Dobré.
I'm free.
Matty must be here somewhere.
You're gonna regret coming here. Rookwoods don't go down. Think I won't remember your face.
Mr.
Tak,
Reed,
Isko,
Daisy
mluv.
told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
Co to je?
It's nearby.
Co to tam běhá?
I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Co to tam běhá?
Your friend Natty was not able to sense it.
Explosive!
Co to tam běhalo? Co byl on? Ne. Najde jeho hůlku. Vůbec nevím, kde jí má.
I know you're there.
Ty tam, když už jsem tu.
Mr. Abe's wand could be in there. Alohomora.
Alohomora. To bude tam hůlka.
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
I see you.
Speriamo bombarda. Všechno na tebe.
Incendio. Confringo. Glacier.
Expulso.
Flipendo. Bombarda.
Ježíš. Ježíš. Hej, on se dohýloval. Je normální.
Expulso. That's mine.
Mine. Bylo. Je. Aha. Okej. Co mám jít? Když jsem přišel na to, kam mám jít. Jde cestu ven. OK, to by šlo. By šlo.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Zase jedeme půl hodiny. Toto nějak rychle uteklo, tahle půl hodinka.
I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of...
Is Mr. Abe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai,
Okay.
you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this.
A makšel splněný.
Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
4 ze 32 vedlejších, ale ne. Tam jich ještě je. Máme nějaký vedlejší. Jsi s ženou na náměstí. Ale už hrajeme půl hodinky, takže si dáme chvíli pauzu. A pak si s ním promluvíme.